Hi, I'm Mark Christopher. Welcome to Woodmark. Today, we're going to be making baby squirrel nesting boxes for a local wildlife rehab center. Nothing more than a box with a lid and a hole on the inside for the little guys to get into. Just crawl up underneath here. Stick around and I'll show you how to make it. Coming up on Woodmark. I had a lot of these squirrel boxes to make, so I decided that I would make templates out of 1/4-inch hardboard. The rough dimensions are 10 3/4 by 5 1/2, sloping down to the front. The inside is 5 1/2 inches square. The hole for the box is 2 inches. Most squirrels will fit between 2 and 3 inches. Anything larger than 3 inches, and you could have other animals that would get in there. I decided I was going to incorporate the bottom and the front step as one piece. And over the opening, there's a little shed dormer. It's about 3 1/4 inches by 2 1/4 inches. And it's just a protected entryway into the box itself. In total, there's 10 pieces in the construction of this box. I laid out the template on the wood in such a fashion to get the most yield from that wood. This was donated wood. This is 1/2-inch plywood that I'm using. The ones that I was repairing are made out of 3/4-inch wood. With the patterns laid out on the wood, it was time to move to the bandsaw to rough cut it. After attaching the templates with double-sided tape, I ran them back through the bandsaw just to get them close in preparation for going to the router table. On the router table, I just used a patterning bit and was able to knock them out pretty quickly. Before I even pull the trigger on this, who can tell me what's wrong? Wait for it, wait for it. Yep, there it was, not clamped down. After getting smart and getting some clamps, I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. That drill has a lot of torque. I really could have hurt myself. With all the parts cut, it's just time for some sanding. Everybody's favorite. Okay, nobody's favorite. Who are we kidding? Okay, while I finish doing all the sanding, you can watch this. This is a lot more entertaining. This is the trailer for the Hope for Wildlife television show. Hope Swinimer runs a wildlife rehabilitation center here in Nova Scotia, and these boxes are going down to her preserve down there. My thanks to Arcadia Entertainment of Halifax for allowing me to use this clip. Enjoy.
What's going on?
Hope for Wildlife is a television series about this wildlife rehabilitation center. These are stories about commitment and passion, of love and victory, and sometimes heartbreak.
Yeah, it definitely has a baby there, but it's just trying to see whether there's any movement in the heart.
I know, but I'm sore.
1,000 animals, 100 volunteers, and one woman at the center of it all.
It's my home, and it's what I've always wanted to create. It's my passion. It's my life's work.
This is Hope for Wildlife.
Now, wasn't that more entertaining than watching me sand the parts? Here I'm just using the router with a roundover bit to smooth out the opening. In that video they said there were more than 100 volunteers. That's how I got involved in this particular project. One of their volunteers, Karen, posted in our local Facebook group saying that they had the plywood and were looking for someone to make these boxes. Both Gail and I are big fans of the show and it was a no-brainer. I'll leave a link in the description box to the hopeforwildlife.net website. Fielding over 10,000 calls a year and caring for more than 3,500 injured wild animals, their work goes on 24/7, 365. Now let's get this box assembled. I think someone is getting anxious. I'm attaching the walls with 1.5" brad nails. With the 3 sides attached to the base, it's time to assemble the dormer. Position it just over the top of the hole. And again, just using some 18 gauge brad nails. Now it can be attached to the box. The only thing left to cut is the roof. The roof should overhang the front by at least 1 or 2 inches, just enough to keep the rain off the dormer. After drilling some pilot holes, it's time to attach the hinge. Make sure the roof lays down flat against the top. One final note about your squirrel box: don't bother with a finish, as squirrels tend to chew on any and everything. For anyone locally who would like one of these squirrel boxes, I will be more than happy to make one for you. They are $25 Canadian, and the full amount goes to Hope for Wildlife. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. Take the time to call your dad today and wish him a happy Father's Day. So many of us are no longer afforded the opportunity. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and especially my 2 sons, Mark Jr. and Tyler. So until next time, stay safe, do something nice for someone. You'll feel better for it. Bye-bye for now, and God bless.